And we're back with the Underground 2 and Morrowind Graphics and Sound Overhaul version 3. Up there, we've got a really huge Daedric door. It looks kind of ominous. I'm sorry if in the previous video you were just really curious about where that went, because actually I don't think that's really where we need to be going right now. I think there's also a bit of an opening up there. I think that's where we actually need to go. Now, I mean, we could have gone through that Daedric door as well, I suppose, but that wouldn't really accomplish an awful lot right now. I don't think. And also it did look rather ominous and terrifying, so maybe that passage is more inviting. Wow, but how the heck am I gonna get up there? I don't... I mean, I have played this mod before. I don't remember this area being quite as difficult to navigate. Sneakers, you know, there's really no other... There's no, like, proper path up there. And I'm stuck sort of going here between sort of these rocks and stuff, and that's it's kind of hard to navigate, but this might be whoa, yeah, I found a way, so of course I have to fall down off of it. Brilliant. Maybe I levitated it with my other character when I was here. It's been years and years, so I don't remember. Anyway, Sneakers is just exploring these strange pathways. And they did lead somewhere. Look at this. You coming, Cinder? There's a kind of road with some sort of bridge over there. And what? Look at this. Yeah, definitely a bridge. With what looks like a kind of underground city of sorts, doesn't it? It's got buildings and that huge crystalline structure in the middle, and there are people here apparently. Whoa. Miss Pennybone, are you feeling quite alright? And she goes, I guess it's a she. She goes, welcome to the underground city of nowhere. We like to say there's nowhere like nowhere. Wow. Do you know this place? The passage to nowhere connects the city of nowhere to the Shrine of Darkness, Forgotten Shrine, and the Passage of Fate. Shrine of Darkness? You don't have a lot of information on those places, do you? Any services to be found around here? The second level of nowhere is the business district. There is a smithy, a clothier, and a temple, but the temple is for the null sect, and you won't really get any help there unless you remember. There's also an inn on the third level. Null sect. We are the null sect. We worship the true nameless god. We obey the commands of his prophet, Mephistopheles, and his captain, Manek. We prepare for the coming of the Nameless One when he shall reign over not only this puny realm, but the entire realm of oblivion. Really now? Manek? He's a wise and evil leader, priest of the divine Nameless One. Cinda, you know this place?
You want to kiss me, don't you?
Oh, that's all you can think of, is it? No, you don't seem to know any more than everyone else around here. Whoa! That's an Archgold priest, but not seem to be hostile. Guess I can talk to it. I am grown in the mind that is evil. I am only a fragment of the we. We work as one to serve the Nameless One. We prepare for the coming of his divine evil. We obey the commands of our teacher Menek and his divine leaders in the Null Sect. So this Menek guy is our teacher and commander. We obey him, and he obeys the commands of the divinities of the Null Divide, who are apostles of the Nameless One. Null Divide? It is the holy realm of the Nameless One. Right. Any news about this place, the Passage of Fate? Not really, just that it's the sanctuary of our teacher Manek. And this place? Nah. Know anything about those blight storms? It's the herald of the divine Nameless One. Glory to his divine malice. Really now?
I hate blight storms. Yeah, they're pretty much the worst.
You've got a strange way of growling, don't you? Oh, there's just one out of these crystal things.
And good wishes too.
What? You've got a bunny head! Have you seen the beautiful fountain they made in the middle of nowhere? You know by middle of nowhere I mean right in the center of a thriving metropolis. Nice. Is that the fountain you're talking about? Doesn't look like much of a fountain, more like a crystal something. Obviously that could be something to do with the... it probably is something to do... Well, I'm not sure. Or maybe this wasn't what you're referring to in the first place. Anything else you can tell us? Much the same as that previous person. Okay, if we ask about is there someone in particular we should know about, we get some information. Apparently nowhere. This place is kind of divided by levels. The higher class inhabitants reside on the upper level, so you're one of the higher class then, presumably. Below that is the business district, and then the lower class citizens inhabit the level below that. Finally, at the bottom level, it's mainly a storage area. Although it's a kind of place where the homeless and criminal element dwell. Oh my. Aripina Finale runs Nowhere's clothier shop, and Asnus Haldor runs the local smith. So there's a clothier shop and a smith, presumably on one level below this. There's also a temple, but that's for the Null Sect. You won't really receive any help there. And what's your step? The Null Sect is not to be trifled with. There's also the Null Sect's garrison's barracks. Best to just stay out of there. Alright. In Hell is on the 3rd level. It's a nice place to blow up some steam. Also, Jim Coward is rumoured to have teleported to Balmorid in at his house, but I don't know anyone who's seen it. Right, so these people are up in a family. She's some weird non-mutant like yourself who runs the Nowhere Clothes shop. Oh, you're a mutant, are you? That's why you've got a bunny head. The city of Nowhere? We live down here in Nowhere because we've been shunned by the outside world. They're afraid of our deformities. Long ago, Mana created our ancestors by mixing different species for whatever reason. So you're a bunny person? Bunny woman? He had some of his minions build this place down here for us in an uncharacteristically benign gesture. We are not prisoners. There is simply nowhere else for us to live in peace. Right. Know anything of the awareness ring? Nah, just what everyone does. That it's a sort of myth about an ancient ring tremendous power, blah blah. Let's explore though, shall we? This is some sort of manor. Pisledra Manor. Well, the wealthy lived on the upper floor, so presumably they've got manors, yeah. With interesting wall decorations. Huh, nice. More wall hangings. Doesn't seem to be anyone inside. Oh, there is!
Something to say, Outlander?
Well, well, well. Hi there. Wow. Well, well, well. Hello there. Do you know Aripina Fenley? She's some weird non-mutant like yourself who runs the Nowhere clothing shop. And the city of Nowhere? We live down here in Nowhere because we've been shunned by the outside world, etc. Nee. Snickers doesn't really have any business in here, so guess I'll just hit it. That's one lightly clad, scantily clad, lady with wings and horns. Oh yeah, right. This takes us up on the roof. Should expect it that. No basement. Apparently, just. Well, that makes sense considering there's below there was just another level to the city. Another manor with more wealthy people in them, presumably. Oh, and more errors. Yeah. Oh my gosh. You're some sort of blending of woman and some sort of blight creature, aren't you? And she goes, says hello, and Lord ask whether we'd like to help an old woman out. Well, help out with what exactly? Apparently she needs one of the eggs from the null creature nest in the other part of this cavern. Well, what do you need one of those eggs for? Apparently she has a cousin who's contracted a rare disease which can only be cured by ingesting one of those eggs. Well, that sounds... You don't have any proof of that, do you? Snickers can ask for a reward, he's not going to do that. An old woman, weird person, she's playing the sympathy card, of course, but then Snickers is a bit of a sucker for that, so alright, Snickers will do it. And it's just instructed to go to that nest of snow creatures in the other part of this cavern. Oh yeah, we saw that one, didn't we? Snatch one of the eggs and bring it back here. What's in it for Sneakers exactly? She happens to have a very nice belt that actually makes you smarter when we wear it. Deal? Alright, alright. Sneakers will be back with the egg before you know it. She goes, thank you, dearie, and she'll be waiting.
Just stepped in something really gross.
Yeah, I think we saw that was that huge pool of those Daedroth-like things. Or Clanfair-like things is what they were, actually. There we go. And that's the Ash Priest again. There's another manor house. Blandon Estate, actually. Well, Snickers is the curious kind. He's gonna peek inside. It's not like it was locked or anything. Wow.
May you find all that you seek, traveler.
You do, you actually look like a normal dark elf. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, hey, this guy doesn't look like a mutant. Well, I have 7 testicles! Cinder goes, thank you for sharing. Right. So there are mutants around here? No, Snickers didn't want to become a mutant. He just asked about mutants. Oh well. Oh, they don't know about the blightstorms going on up on the surface, do they? They don't get much news from there, apparently. Oh. It's not wise to talk of Manic, because his followers and also would not like what you say, apparently. Oh, that's... He seems to have you in a grip of fear, but then you probably don't want Snickers to say that, because... You know, he might hear. Huh. Nice wall hangings you've got. Unliftable, unfortunately. Oh, more interesting wall hangings. Oh, of course Snickers is not looking at that, Cinder. Take it easy, Snickers is not looking at the half-naked women on the wall hangings. Far from it, far from it. Well, there doesn't seem to be much of interest around here, so...